What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy Steven coming at you with another quick video. I've got a backpack order from a customer. It's kind of outside the box. Never done this before. So it is a Swiss backpack. It's one of the really thick ones. And they requested that the backpack be embroidered and they want it to be patched. So here's the patch. I lasered out these patches on my We Create Vista 10 watt. These are 4x4 patches, you can see. And I got this from Lone Star Adhesive. I believe this is tan. Anyways, Swiss backpack, super thick. It's actually a challenge to hoop it to be able to embroider the name here, just because of the thickness of the bag. Even with the Mighty Hoop didn't really want to catch all the way, so we had to get creative. We made it work. So I'm on the process of patching these backpacks so I can finish this order up and get these backpacks out the door. So I've already done several of these. So I'm going to show you this chalk line. So I took tape measure and I measured out the parameter, mark my center, mark my line of where I want my design to go. And that's going to also help me line up my patch here at the bottom. So I've got my V-bore hat press. I want to say there's like a V-bore 3-in-1. That just means it comes with 3 different plates. But I actually found the plate that I like and I stick with it. So the way I like to do this, I typically preheat the object before I put a patch on it. But on these backpacks, I'm not going to preheat them just because there is like a rubberized strip on the side of the bag. And I learned pretty quickly if I overheat this bag, that will melt. We obviously want the patch to stick on there. Lone Star has some really good adhesive that sticks well, but you have to press it right. So I do preheat the back of the patch before I put it on the backpack. I'm going to show you all that. And with these patches being so big, they're 4-inch by 4-inch. They extend beyond the platen. So you actually have to press twice, once on top of the patch and once at the bottom of the patch to make sure all sides stick. So there we go. Back of the patch is preheated. I'm going to line it up. It's centered out. All right. You're good. That is stuck. I'm going to get the top of the patch lined up and drop that heat press. Now, let me show you all my settings, if you can see that. So I've got it at 320 degrees for 60 seconds. I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to do both top and bottom of the patch so y'all can see the end result. I've got 20 of these bags. And again, they were not easy. I'm new to embroidery as well, so I was pretty nervous running these, especially taking on something I've never done and knowing how thick these bags were, and just with the trouble hooping them. It was definitely nerve-wracking and a challenge, but we accepted the challenge, and embroidery on the bag turned out fantastic. So now let's just finish the job, bring it home. All right. Top of the patch looks good. Let's move it down to the bottom. All right. And you have an adjustment lever on the top of these V-bore hat presses right up here, so you can apply more pressure or release the pressure. So you do want to make sure your pressure is correct. You want it to be as tight as possible, but not too tight. Because if it is too tight, it will grab and bunch up the material on any product, backpacks, hats, whatever you're trying to do on this hat press. Usually it's intended for hats, but we like to think outside the box and use them for whatever we can. But you have to be careful because it will bunch up. I've had that happen on hats, and it's really tough to get those wrinkles out of it. Again, Lone Star Adhesive Leatherette's what I use. You know, hop on their website, check them out. They have some really good product. All right, let's see, check this out. Woo, turned out good. All right, guys, check that out. There we go. Product done. It's about the 7th backpack that I've pressed so far. So that chalk line, I'll just take a paper towel and it just wipes right off. No problems. So customer will not know it was ever there, but it helps us line it up, get it straight, so you can't come back later and be like, oh man, my patch was a little crooked. No, sir. Perfect. Perfect. Check that out. So again, shout out We Create. You know, that's the laser that I use. We Create Vista 10 watt. Awesome little machine. It is a little laser to cut. Love it. Shout out B-Bore. So I'm going to be knocking out these backpacks, and I got a massive shirt order. So while I'm pressing these bags, I've got my Pro-Colored BTF Panda F13 running. Got 100 prints to do, so I'm going to have that running in the background. Get those prints pre-printed while I wait on my shirts to come in. But appreciate you guys sticking with me. Like, subscribe, follow. You can check me out on social media, Facebook, TikTok, got all that stuff. Also have a Etsy page, Southern Charm CTX. .etsy.com. Check me out. Got a bunch of hats up there. Got leather pads. Got embroidered. Got some cool t-shirts. And if anybody needs anything custom, shoot me a message. We ship. Appreciate you. See you next time.